First day at very first apartment. Can you believe it? Like, we were barely getting comfy and then a big boom.
But that didn't stop him from putting out a fire. A gas explosion shattered windows and injured 2 of his neighbors.
Our 10 News reporter Rena Nakano is live outside that El Cajon apartment complex where crews are investigating the cause of it all. Rena.
Good evening, you guys. You know, we spoke to the man. He says he's only 22 years old. He wasn't really thinking. He just smelled something, heard something, and went straight into action. Lying exhausted on the ground was not Jorge Limon's idea of relaxing after a full day of moving.
Like, I'm a little rattled.
Wednesday, Limon and his girlfriend Samantha were unpacking their belongings at their new home, the Lincoln Apartments in El Cajon. But around 8 o'clock, Limon noticed an odd smell. Then he heard a big boom.
We thought somebody threw a table out of a window or something, but then we saw the smoke and the fire.
He didn't know it then, but according to Heartland Fire Rescue, it was a gas explosion from the unit right underneath Limon's. Fire crews arrived just 4 minutes after the 911 call, but they were surprised to see that the flames were out. That's because Limon had already done the extinguishing.
I didn't want it to spread everywhere and stuff, so that's when I knew, like, I had to put that fire out right then and there.
In the heat of the moment, he didn't have time to think. He says he just ran over the shattered glass, used his portable extinguisher, and put out the roaring flames in the living and dining rooms. Limon found an elderly couple inside who suffered burns.
They both went to the burn center, which means that they did have enough burns to where it was a concern.
Investigators are still looking into what caused the gas explosion. Luckily, the flames never spread outside of the unit, thanks to Limon remembering to bring his lucky fire extinguisher to his new home.
I made a big deal to bring it, and I'm glad I did, man, because if it weren't for this bad boy, God knows what would have happened.
And it was a great thing he did. Again, he didn't know anything about this fire. He's not fire trained, but he just had that fire extinguisher ready in his hand, and that's when he jumped into action. We do not know the current status of the 2 injured people. We do know that they are at the UCSD burn unit. Reporting live out here in El Cajon tonight, I'm Rena Nakano, 10 News.
So many people fortunate that man was there tonight. Thank you, Rena.